Hi, my name is Anisha Sufia, and now let me begin our group presentation by presenting the synopsis of our project. Our project title is Lazada e-commerce website development project, which focuses on upgrading the system functionality, performance, and user experience for Lazada Malaysia. The main objective of this project is to build an e-commerce platform that is not only efficient and secure, but also scalable system that supports both buyers and sellers. Some of the main features that will be included are AI-powered search engine, multilingual support for better user accessibility, and integration with secure payment gateways like iPay, Egg. Our group also will be focusing on real-time inventory tracking to improve seller efficiency. Besides, the project will be developed using modern web technologies such as React.js for the front end and Node.js for the back end, cloud-based hosting for scalability and performance, as well as SSL encryption, user authentication, and secure transaction as the security tools. We will also manage the project using agile methodology to support flexibility and continuous improvement. In addition, the project will be constructed with follows 4 main phases, which are planning, development, testing, and deployment, with a total estimated budget of RM450,000 that is allocated across all resources, including human resource, cloud hosting, and software tools. Moreover, the estimated timeframe of this project is 6 months, where it is currently in progress with 60% completion at month 4. To sum up, our final analysis of this project is to provide a more user-friendly, safer, and modern e-commerce platform for Lazada Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Yasmin Rahman. My matric number is 077088. I will now present the cost estimation section for our Lazada platform upgrade project. In this estimation, it will identify all expenses required to complete the project using multiple established techniques. There are 4 techniques we use. The first one is bottom-up estimation, where we break down specific tasks like AI search, development, and testing into detailed cost components to ensure accuracy at the task level. The second technique is analogous estimation, where we refer to similar e-commerce platform upgrades which typically range between 400,000 ringgit and 500,000 ringgit. This helps provide a benchmark for our overall project cost. The third technique is parametric estimation. In here we calculate the cost at 250 ringgit per feature for 10 features, giving us a total of 22,500 ringgit. This method is especially useful for features that are repetitive or similar in scope. The fourth technique we use is 3-point estimation, or PERT. This method is applied to high-risk components like cloud hosting. We prepared for 3 scenarios. The first scenario is optimistic at 400,000 ringgit. The second scenario is pessimistic at 500,000 ringgit, and most likely at 400,000 ringgit. This helps manage risks more effectively. Now let's look at level 1 cost estimation. In here, the project manager is estimated to cost 135,000 ringgit for 6 months at 22,500 ringgit per month. Next is 2 software developers, which estimated cost is 216,000 ringgit for 6 months at 18,000 ringgit per month each. Next is our UI UX designer, which estimated cost is 60,000 ringgit for 4 months at 15,750 ringgit per month. Next, our cloud hosting cost estimate is 27,000 ringgit for 12 months. The software licenses at 22,500 ringgit for one-time expense. Testing QA team at 27,000 ringgit for 2 months. And lastly, our contingency reserve at 45,000 ringgit, representing 10% of the total budget to cover unforeseen costs. Adding all this, the total estimated cost for the project is 450,000 ringgit. This structured estimation ensures we allocate resources wisely, control risks, and remain within budget throughout the project lifecycle.
The cost budgeting section outlines how the total project budget of 450,000 ringgit is allocated across the 4 main phases of the Lazada e-commerce website development project. The phases including planning, development, testing, and deployment. This structured distribution ensures that funding is managed properly throughout the project duration. 10% contingency reserve is already built into the total to handle any unexpected costs or risks that may arise. Each phase budget allocation is based on the key deliverable and milestone involved. For example, the development of the AI search module and the integration of iPay ATA, as well as the completion of the development phase itself. The planning phase is allocated 45,000 ringgit. This covers yearly activities such as project setup, team coordination, and requirement gathering. The development phase receives the largest portion, the 315,000 ringgit, since it involves core system development and development feature integration and backend or front-end coding. The testing phase is allocated 67,500 ringgit to support quality assurance, debugging, and performance evaluation. Lastly, 22,500 is set aside for the deployment phase, which covers system rollout, final configuration, and post-launch support. In total, this carefully estimate cost amount to 450,000. By budgeting each phase according to its specific needs and complexity, the project team can ensure financial discipline and support successful project delivery within the allocated resources.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Anissa Sabila binti Muhammad Afizan. Now, I'd like to walk you through the cost control plan for the Lazada platform improvement project to ensure we remain within the 450,000 ringgit allocated budget. First, we will be using Earned Value Management or EVM as our primary tool to track project performance. Let me briefly explain the key indicators. First is planned value PV, is the budget cost for the work we plan to complete. Second, earned value EV represent the budget cost for represent the budget cost of the actual complete work. Third, actual cost AC is what we have actually spent so far. From this value, we calculate cost variance CV, which is EV minus AC. If it's negative, it means we are over budget. Second, schedule variance SB is EV minus PV, where a negative result means we are behind schedule. Third, the cost performance index CPI helps us ensure cost efficiency. CPI below 1 means we are overspending. Similarly, the Schedule Performance Index SPI helps us track time performance. In addition to EVM, we will conduct regular cost monitoring using project management tools like Microsoft Project, Jira, or Primavera for real-time visibility into our budget and expense. Lastly, we have established change control procedure. Any change that affects the budget must go through a formal approval process, which includes document cost impact analysis, and stakeholder consent. Our cost control strategy built on the planning phase by applying several estimation methods, include bottom-up, analog, parametric, and PERT to strengthen accuracy. We have also allocated a 10% contingency reserve, which equals 45,000 ringgit to address any unexpected costs. Costs are distributed across four main phases: planning, development, testing, and deployment. In line with our budgeting timeline, we will continuously monitor the project financial health through EVM metrics and conduct regular performance review. And importantly, any budget revision or approval will be communicated clearly with all stakeholders to maintain transparency. By closing this structured cost control practice, we aim to maintain financial discipline, mitigate risk, and deliver the project on time and within budget. Thank you.
Thank you to Anis for explaining our cost control strategies earlier. I am Alia and I will be presenting the EMV value analysis for our group project on Lazada Malaysia's e-commerce platform. And this part of the analysis focused on evaluating the project cost and schedule performance using Earned Value Management or EVM. The Lazada platform development project is planned for 6 months and with a total budget of 450,000 ringgit, which means an average of 75,000 ringgit per month. By the end of month 4, the work progress has reached only 60 completion based on our features delivered by like AI search module, event tracking, and multilingual support. However, the actual cost incurred by this stage has already reached about 382,500 ringgit, which is significantly higher than the planned cost for this period. And the reason for the overspending include increased cloud hosting costs, overtime, and software licensing. Let's take a closer look at the actual cost breakdown. And the project manager accounted for 90,000 ringgit, and the software developers, both working full-time, cost about 144,000 ringgit, and the UI UX designer contributed about 47,250 ringgit, while cloud hosting amounted to 54,000 ringgit due to change in server scale. And other major costs include software license at 22,500 ringgit, and testing at 13,500 ringgit, and the others expense at 11,250 ringgit, and all this contribute to the actual cost of 382,500 ringgit at just 4 months in, while we have only planned to spend about 300,000 ringgit by this point. Now, moving to the calculation of key EVM metrics. First, we calculate the earned value EV by multiplying the percentage of work complete 60% with the total budget 450,000 ringgit. This gives us an EV of 270,000 ringgit, which is the value of work actually done. Next, we compute the cost variance EV minus actual cost, which is 270,000 ringgit minus to 382,500 equal to negative 112,500. This negative value shows that the project is over budget. Then we calculate the schedule variance SV. The planned value PV at month 4 is 4 month per 6 month multiple to 450,000 ringgit equal to 300,000 ringgit. So SV equal to EV minus to PV, and we got negative 30,000 ringgit, which means the project is also behind schedule. And next, the cost perform index CPI we calculated as EV divided by AC is 270,000 divided to 382,500, we got 0.71. This means for every ringgit we spend, we are only generating 71 cents worth of project value. And as a CPI below 1 is a clear sign of cost inefficiency. And we also compute the schedule performance index SPI, which is EV divided by PV, and we got 0.9. And this indicating the project is progressing at only 90% of the planned rate. To forecast future performance, we calculate the EAC or estimate at completion, which is BAC divided by CPI, and we got about 633,803 ringgits. And this tells us that if current trends continue, the project will cost approximately 182,803 ringgits more than that we are planned. And this brings us to the variance at completion BAC, which is BAC minus to EAC and equal to negative 180,000. That brings us to variance at completion BAC, which is BAC minus EAC equal to negative 183,803 ringgit, and this negative value clearly signals that a budget overrun is expected unless action is taken. In conclusion, our analysis showed that the project is both over budget and behind schedule. The negative CV and SV, along with a CPI of 0.71 and an SPI of 0.9, support this conclusion. And this situation demands immediate cost control. Measure to prevent further deviation. With that, I now pass the presentation to my Sarah, who will walk us through the recommendations to address this challenge. Thank you.
The Lazada e-commerce website development project is currently facing financial challenges. Based on the earned value management EVM analysis, the project is over budget by 112,500 ringgit and behind schedule. With a cost performance index of 0.71, the project is only achieving 0.71 ringgit in value for every 1 ringgit spent, highlighting the need for immediate corrective action. A closer look at the cost breakdown reveals several unnecessary or avoidable expenses. Cloud hosting charge exceed expectation due to unoptimized usage. Overtime payments to developers contribute to labor cost increases. Some licensed tools may not have been fully utilized, and an additional 11,250 ringgit in other expenses remain unclear. These areas present opportunities for cost reduction. To improve cost efficiency, several strategies are proposed. These include optimizing cloud resources by scaling down unused services, limiting developer overtime through better sprint planning, and replacing licensed tools with open source alternatives. Auditing all active subscription and eliminating wasteful spending are also necessary steps. Introducing budget checkpoints after each sprint can further help maintain financial control. After implementing this cost reduction measure, the projected actual cost decreased by 15%, bringing it down to 325,125 ringgit. With this adjustment, the recalculate cost performance index improved to 0.83. This indicates the project is becoming more financially efficient, though some cost overrun remains. By identifying excess spending, applying corrective measures, and monitoring cost performance regularly, the project is on a path toward recovery. These actions support stronger budget management and ensure better financial sustainability in the remaining project phases.
In conclusion, based on our earned value management (EVM) analysis, we are experiencing some challenges like a budget overrun of RM183,803 and a delay in milestone completion, although our project has completed 60% of the planned work. These issues highlight the importance of improving our cost control strategies, resource allocation, and progress monitoring. These challenges can be overcome effectively by efficiently control our financial tracking as well as ensuring a better team coordination. Moreover, the strategies that have been implemented, such as agile methodology, clear financial planning, and also consistent progress reviews, may provide a strong foundation for project recovery. And not only that, but also continuous risk management and open communication with the stakeholders make our group believe that this project will still can achieve its objective and deliver a high-quality platform for Lazada Malaysia. So that's all from my group. Thank you.